Yo, yo, this is WyySoSirius. You are tuned into the COD Show podcast.
Kill him. Man, you the first person to ever get that right off the top. Like,
welcome to the COD Show. COD Show, COD Show, yeah. Welcome to the COD Show, player.
And then pretty much that was like tough. So I said, all right, whatever. At least I have a team. I enjoyed the hell out of this game. It is what it is. So I'll never forget the day, bro. I don't know what the date was. I think it was April or March of 2019. And they talking about the next COD. Oh, we're going to announce Modern Warfare. I said, oh, it's called Modern Warfare. Really? I'm got my hopes all high.
Bro, the hype train.
Oh, my.
Bro, we drunk I drunk the Kool-Aid. Well, actually, yeah, I drunk the Kool-Aid. I drunk the Kool-Aid. I was like, man, I'm hyped. Yeah. Oh, man, this is going to be the straight up legit, man. Blah, blah, blah.
Man,
yeah.
I'll never forget it. Somebody announced, oh, they're not going to have a mini map.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That was the start of the bullshit, the mini map. Oh, we're not going to have a mini map. And
I literally was sitting in my apartment at the time, and it was on a video. I was playing it out loud. I must have spit my water out or whatever I was sipping on, because that happened. I spit it out, and I walked into the room, and I rewound the video or the live stream or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, it was one of those live events.
I had to make sure I heard that shit correctly.
Right, right.
And then when I heard it correctly, I said, oh, this game's done. I think I made a video right then and there. If I didn't, I'm kind of surprised, but I knew at that point, I was like, oh no, this is going to be a problem.
For sure.
This is going to be a problem. Because in my mind, as a competitor, it's like, well, that's how you learn the game and learn map awareness, by paying attention to how the mini map corresponds with the real map around you as you're moving and the other people on the map with you. If you don't have that, you're not learning the game.
That's right.
If the company is going to take that, if Infinity Ward is going to take that out the game, what does that say about them or what direction they're trying to go in? They're turning this thing into a random circus. You just want everybody you want to remove the competitive aspect of it. You want to remove the knowledge and the wisdom from it, which, okay.
Right.
And then they went and did that. And I said, all right, well, this is awful because I'm playing the beta. Now, it's funny, the alpha, I didn't have a problem, which is kind of how it was. That's actually exactly how it was in Cold War. Alpha ran perfect. I'm sitting here dropping 50, 60 kills. The game's running fine. I have the mechanics down. I said, okay, it'll be a good year. Even if it ain't the best COD, it's still COD. I can make it work. Man. And then the beta comes in, and then they, whatever that, what's it called? The, what does it say in the damn patent? That rigid group that you're in? Man, oh man, they clicked the button in the back room. I joke around. I say Joe Seaside, he got a rat or something with a T-shirt that says, you know, Joe on the back, and that rat starts chewing up them damn wires.
Yeah.
And bro, I swear, what you see on my screen is just, it's an abomination. And it's so, like, for me, it's hard to even, like, unless you're a good enough player, it's not going to make sense. And the majority of people who play Call of Duty are just not, I want to say like 85 to 90% of COD players are either average or below.
Okay.
At best, in terms of just like overall skill, in terms of centering your gun, shooting your gun, knowing how to aim, knowing how to turn corners, knowing where people are going to be. That's the stuff that most people don't know. So unless you understand these things and you look at what's going on, it wouldn't make sense, especially the way I try to articulate things. But goddamn, Modern Warfare. I mean, like, I couldn't even, and if you see my Modern Warfare videos, which I don't know if you have, and to the people who have seen them, you literally can't make the things up that were happening to me in that game. And that's when it changed. That's the point that I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I did a review and I was like, this game's the worst Call of Duty of all time. I made a shoot first, die first in the beta.
I think I did the same thing, dude.
Yeah, in the beta. So I didn't even wait for the full release of the game because it was too much. I'm sat here using the MP. It didn't matter what gun I used. It didn't matter what gun I had. It didn't matter if I shot first. It didn't matter if I shot second. I used to purposely try to shoot second to see if it will make a difference. And the sad part is sometimes I would get kills like that, which is like, all right, this is just stupid.
Big cheese. Yeah.
Like, why is that in the game? Who is coding this in? Because someone has to code that in. Someone has to choose to make that decision and manifest that into the code. So the game runs that way. And I'm just sat there like, all right, no. I got to do something because this is too much. Nobody's talking about it. The pros are sat here. I'm watching their streams. They're all just pissed off, but they're not talking.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm just looking at these guys. I'm looking at Scump. I'm looking at, I don't know if you follow the pros scene, but
yeah, a little bit.
I'm looking at the guys who generally, they know what's going on. I look at Crim 6. I look at Slasher over there on 100 Thieves. And I could just see the look on their face like, yeah. I'm just waiting like, hello, can somebody do something? Like, you guys know this is trash, but you're not saying anything. Like, and back then it was still 5-on-5. There were 80 professional players. Like, why are you guys not in a room together handling these problems? Or at least talking about it, voicing it. You know the game's not competitive. Like, I could go on and on about Modern Warfare. Just first off, the frames. Let's talk about the hertz. We're playing custom games on 12 hertz servers.
God damn.
12. Like, are you serious, dude? This is a $500 million so-called professional league. Are you kidding? Pandemic or not, you got me messed up. Like,
right.
And then, so not only is the tick rate is off, the frame rate is off because the devs just screwed it up during an update. So the game, what you're playing and looking at on screen, it might as well be a coin toss or the roll of a dice or a die. Like, that's just the tick rate and the frames. Forget about the maps. Actually, before we get to the maps, like, can we talk about the spawn system? I mean, good God.
Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
Why the hell? Okay, so hard point. Why in the hell are hard points across the map from each other? What type of sense does that make? Because and this is my competitive mind coming into play. If one hard point is, generally speaking, the first hard point on every map is in some center point of the map. It doesn't have to be the dead center, but it's going to be towards the center line of the map.
Okay.
If you put the next one, so what happens is you want to be able to chain them together by getting the kills, paying attention to the timer. Then as you start to get the waves of kills, you start to move towards where the next point's going to be to get the spawn, right? So you can rack up more points.
Yeah.
Why in the living hell are y'all putting points across map from each other where literally it takes like 15, 20 seconds to run to them? Why is the map structured that way? Number one. Number two, why are the spawns spawning you next to the other point when everybody is still on one side of the map?
Right.
What? That's not competitive. You're just handing people stuff.
That's true.
And then you get control of the side. You think, okay, we got this held. Kill somebody. Where do they spawn? Oh,
next side.
Right beside you. And you're like, whoa. And like, this is happening on live when you got the casters doing the tournaments. And they're sat there like, oh, well, that's one hell of a spawn. I didn't expect that one to happen. Like, really? Me either, clown.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just sat here watching all this and I'm just like, no. If I'm still gonna do this, someone has to talk about this stuff. You have to be unapologetic. You got to get it to the point. Okay, no, this is just unacceptable. I don't care how much you're trying to help out the low skilled player, which to me is just, that's not how it should be because that's not how life is. So why would you put it in a video game and try to teach the kids? Like, to me, that's very sinister and manipulative on Activision's part. Like, that's not. I mean, people say, "Oh, you're pushing it serious." It's just a game, but it's just a game can turn into many other aspects of life, as I'm sure you and I are well aware of. But
for sure,
my bad. Go ahead.
I think we're diving deep into it. We might as well. Jump into it.
Yeah,
since
we're here.
Since
it's fine.
We're skating along the edges of it. You're putting in perspective of when you first started to notice something was wrong with the game, and it was deeper than your internet connection. It was deeper than your PlayStation or Xbox settings or what speed of internet you have, or whether you have your controller plugged into the console or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
So This patent.
The patent
warfare.
How did you patent warfare? How did you find out about the patent?
So it's crazy because
I found out from you.
Okay, I got you. I think a decent amount of people did.
Well, no,
but you know,
somebody repurposed your video. Some random dude I just came across my timeline on Twitter. But anyway, I'm sorry, bro. How did you find out about it?
Wait, you talking about he repurposed it recently, the one I just did, or the one I did in 2019? Because I did one in 2019, and that's actually what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, you did one in 2019? No, it was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah.
See, so here's the thing. I don't know why I didn't get more attention. See, and I'll never forget, because it was late at night and I'm just sitting here at my computer pissed off. Everybody just been stressed out from playing Modern Warfare. We're wondering, like, why are we playing this game? What the hell's going on? I can't remember what the hell I was searching on Google. But I stumbled upon, you know, it's when you go from link to link to link and then you click on something.
That's right.
And I just stumbled upon this patent. And I actually saw it the night before Pomage, and this doesn't make sense. This is how I knew that something was way off. Pomage, at the time, Optic Pomage, he tweeted out, or he retweeted that figure 81, that ever famous figure 81, saying that, oh, we're going to change the parameter of the higher skilled, the more accurate player's accuracy, essentially changing the hitbox. That figure, that was tweeted out sometime in the middle of December of 2019.
He said, what now?
So you know the first patent, right?
No. No.
Oh shit. Wait a minute.
No.
Yeah. So there's lots of these things, but there's two of them. Mm-hmm. The first one is when it says that, so one of these quote unquote parameters that can be adjusted, as they say, is your accuracy. And it says that they essentially give quote unquote leeway, generous leeway to the lower skilled player to be able to hit the target.
I heard that one. Yeah, I heard that.
Now, this was in the first patent.
Okay.
It literally says that if the higher skilled player is going to be assigned a higher tolerance, meaning you have to be way more dead accurate to get a kill than the next person. And I read this, and this is when it started to really click, like, wait a minute. You're telling me these guys who are hip firing me, I mean, what appears to be 3 to 6 feet away from my body or my character model and getting kills, getting damage markers, like critical red damage hit markers on me. This is what's going on. Mm-hmm. So I did a video on it and it didn't get much traction. I don't know why. That's what the irony, because
the people wasn't awake, wasn't ready for it. They was not they were not aware and ready yet for it. I
guess not.
No, I don't think so.
But it doesn't make sense, because if Pomage can retweet this,
right,
why is it not getting attention? And then Blame Truth did a video on it. I don't know if Exclusive Ace did a video on it, but for whatever reason, it just didn't go anywhere. And I'm just like, hello, are y'all kidding me? Are you not reading this? And I did a video called, what was it called? It was 2 of them. Mm-hmm. I think I said it was Activision rigs gunfights for shit players was 1.
Wait,
yeah. Oh yeah, my Modern Warfare titles are undefeated, as well as the thumbnails. That's where it all really started. All right, that's where it popped off, at least. But that was one of them, and then the second one was Activision's computer AI that adjusts your health, hitbox, player speed, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. It says all that in the daggone patent. That was the first one. That's that ever infamous figure 81. So for whatever reason, it didn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, looking back on it, because to this day, that video still doesn't have that many views. It might have just over 1,000 views, and I posted it over a year ago. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why it just blew up recently, back in December. But I was just like, I was fed up. And I went back, and I don't know what sparked me to make that video again, to tell you the truth. Because I saw something and I was like, no, this isn't why the game is screwed up. This is why the game is screwed up. It's literally telling you right here. So look at it, read it, like,
yeah, man,
with it. And that's pretty much how it went down. And ever since, I've just been I started atting everybody, because I'm like, dude, y'all got us talk. This is just like, I genuinely just wanted the game to be fixed so I could play the game. I had no intention of being where I am right now, being like the mouthpiece for this whole thing. But
yeah,
it just like it has to get done, you know? Like, how can I take it serious? How can anyone take it serious or have fun?
Just listening to your video, man, and I remember, I think I was on quarantine, and I'm just like, just flipping through. I was on Twitter, like I was saying, the guy retweeted something. I don't know who this guy is, or oh shit, fuck my mind. I don't know who this guy is. Someone retweeted him, and I clicked on his video. His video was saying he gave you credit, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to the source. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Watch whoever you are. I'm going to the source. So he credited you. He didn't post your name, I don't think. He just said it. So I'm in here on YouTube spelling out WHY space SO. You know what I'm saying? SERIOS. You know what I'm saying? So it took me a while. Took me a while, different variations of the name to actually find the videos, and then I was like, all right, so I'm about to watch this thing. So I sat up for like, I don't know, man. I was just glued to it. I watched the whole 3-hour, 41-minute joint. Then I watched the 43-minute joint, and I was like, oh shit. And that's when I was like, yo, everything that we've ever said or thought that was wrong with the game, or we thought that was like a conspiracy theory type joint. Like they're slowing me down or jamming my gun while I'm in the gunfight.
Yeah.
Bruh. It's all real, or you magically can't reload your gun all of a sudden. Man, all of that just made crazy sense, and all of the cosmetic things about the game that, but it was just so mind-blowing. I was glued. I just sent it to all my player partners. Hey, look, man, you gotta watch this. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why. This is why. This is what it is. Check this out. Look at this, man.
Yeah.
And some of them, hey man, you believe all that? You still? Yes.
I mean, thank you.
How did you find the patent, like the files, like the actual files?
Like
how did you come across that?
Well, you know something? When I was doing all that clicking, that's how I came across it back in 2019. I'm even gonna lie to you. I don't even know how I did it.
So you had this information.
It was like something, it called me stubborn or whatever you want to call it. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna find whatever the hell this shit is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're going down the rabbit hole. Yeah.
And it's like, I stumbled upon it, and then the dude who tweeted it out literally the next day, I think the link, he had the link.
Okay.
And then at that point, I didn't read all of it because it was a whole lot.
Whole lot of information, man.
But I read that figure 81, and that was all I needed to see.
For sure.
I said, wait, you said what? You're quote unquote assigning tolerance? What does that mean? You're doing what now? You can adjust my health, my movement? Oh, you got me all the way fucked up.
Man.
You got to be, yeah. So that's how I came upon the first one. And then the second one, which was the nail in the coffin, because the first one was like the surface. They're just telling you this is what we're doing. Okay. The second one was no. This is the in-depth of what they're doing, how they're doing it. And this is kind of why they're doing it, you know? Like
the blueprint of like that thing went deep, super deep.
Man. Yeah.
When you saw the information, what like were you mind blown, or were you like, all right, yeah, I suspected this, or what?
Nah, when they started getting into the what is that shit called that's in your webcam or whatever, when they started talking about that, and then the weather outside, I said, all right, man.
Yeah.
This is beyond video games. Like this is, talking about biometrics, and that's the word I was trying to think.
Biometrics and all. Come on, man.
Man, no. And that's why I said what I said earlier about, well, do I want to be involved with cats like this? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to put up with, this is going to be around you if you're around these folks. This is probably why these guys don't talk. Most of these guys probably don't even know about this stuff. I mean, well, I'd say now they do, but it's still like, who's really going to be fortified enough to want to deal with this while still keeping the energy to compete and then uphold a
integrity. It's all about
trying to have a brand and all that stuff. Like it's just a lot, you know.
Man, I tell you this, Modern Warfare. You know, I don't want to. I'm a COD boy. I play. You know.
Yeah.
I don't see myself giving up on it entirely, but the last couple of years, man, bro, it's taking a lot. It's taking a lot out of the game. You know what I'm saying? The sails in the sailboat are at half mast or whatever you want to call it, man. It's not like it used to be.
No, it's not.
It's taking the innocence. The innocence has been taken away. Like reading this thing, I want to get into some of the details of this patent, man.
Okay.
You know, matching players in lobbies to sell skins. So if I'm in the lobby with a popular YouTuber or a popular streamer, you mean to tell me they're gonna match me with him, or they're gonna match someone with him so they can emulate him, buy what he has, see what he has, and things of that nature? That skill-based matchmaking will do that. That's fucking insane, dude.
That's literally what it says. They called them the quote unquote marquee player.
The marquee player.
The marquee player with the marquee gun.
The marquee gun, the marquee skin.
And they're gonna,
And you know what? They are correct. If you look at it, just say the DMR craze.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, almost every guy that streams or is on YouTube was making videos about the DMR. Matter of fact, it was started off with like 3 from what I saw.
Yeah.
He dropped 32 kills with the DMR. Now they just integrated the Cold War guns into actual Warzone. I'm talking about Warzone.
Yeah, I got you.
So they integrated those Cold War guns into Warzone. These guys dropped the video. It changed the landscape of Warzone. So guess what? People that don't have Cold War, starting off with the DMR, they have to go buy the Cold War to level up the gun faster to compete. If not, I didn't
even realize that.
You're done. If not, you're done. You're done. What else? Go ahead, bro.
Just to comment on that, I just sparked a thought.
Yeah.
Remember when they let people play the game for free?
It's a fact. The free trial.
Yeah, well, I know exactly why the game wasn't selling. So that was just a whole nother selling point, trying to force people to buy the game.
For sure.
Because their numbers are low.
You know what? It's ingenious. It's fucking ingenious, man. Like looking at this thing, it's like I'm looking at it from a marketing standpoint, because that's what I do. I like, fam, it's ingenious. It's like, oh my God, they thought of almost everything.
Yeah.
God damn.
You're playing chess, man. You gotta be a master to deal with this stuff.
And pay to win. The verbiage in what I saw on the in your video,
yeah,
I'm calling it pay to win, but they're saying that if you bought a particular blueprint, or you bought a weapon pack or a pack, and you go out and you play your first game with it, it's from what the video says and what the patent says, you're gonna slay out. They're gonna allow you to slay out with that weapon or that pack.
Yeah.
For a limited time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's just like, it's so blasphemous and so ludicrous. Like, how can anyone hear that and sit there and just like, oh no, it's not happening? What? Like, do you really think Activision, last time I looked it up, $56 billion company, do you really think they're just going to waste time doing things? Do you think Activision?
No.
Like these patents have Activision's name on it.
Fam,
Santa Monica. It has the address on it.
Fam.
You think this is just made up?
You know, it cost them a lot of money to do whatever, to develop that, to come up with that, and to actually get it patented and implement it and keep it going. That's millions of dollars spent. You think they're not going to use it?
Come on, man.
The sniper obsession. Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. I'm just sighing.
The sniper obsession.
Oh my God.
The sniper variable. That's what I've been calling it in my mind. The sniper variable.
We could talk about this.
Man, what are your thoughts on the sniper variable? I know you broke it down there in your video and you gave your thoughts, but tell us, because a lot of people hadn't seen your video.
Oh yeah, I'll tell them I think most of these snipers are freaking scumbags. They could get offended as they want. Look, I came from Halo back when you had to hit your shots. I don't care what nobody says. These sniper clips that people are putting out where you don't even have to hit your target, you're just trying to help these knuckleheads because back in Black Ops 2 when sniping was popular, they tried to bring that back. That's all it is to me. It's more marketing.
Okay.
Oh, well, we'll make the snipers, easy to use.
Like, really? Man, they're shooting through, they're shooting through a hellfire of bullets, man, getting the shot off. One shot. Pow!
And it's a sick joke. Hell, they're shooting through smoke and flash, mind you.
For sure.
And I don't even know if that was on the list, but that just made me think of the whole cheating thing. Because that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you had it on there, but I got to bring it up because legit, I see these fools on YouTube literally putting full gameplay and then with Corona Zen anti-recoil mod on. Like, are you serious, bro?
Oh no, they're out. They're out. The cat is out the bag. It's open. It's open season. It's open now. Back in the day, a couple of years ago, that would have never been accepted. Their channel would have been roasted. They would have never been able to survive or put up content. But it's Corona Zen best pack. It's open. Like what else? Since they integrate, I think it's because of crossplay. Now that we have crossplay on, all right, now the cat is you can just go ahead and let it loose, bro. It's what is it? It's not even considered a cheat anymore, is it?
They're trying to make it not considered a cheat. But it's funny because I get on these guys' case. I tell them, hey, bro, you got that shit on. You still can't shoot your damn target.
Yeah.
That means you're really bad.
Map awareness, man. A lot of these guys that use that still have zero map awareness, man. Zero.
Because of Modern Warfare. They took the mini map out, and now they're wondering why nobody's buying the game because they don't know how to play it. It's not rocket science. I genuinely would love to talk to these developers and not get nasty with them. I genuinely want to know what was your thought process as to this decision. What were the steps that led, or the steps and the logic led to said decision?
Right.
Because I said that in 2019. I said no one's gonna whoever plays this if this is their first game, they're never gonna learn to play COD.
Right.
You can't. This map awareness that's FPS. You don't learn that. You're not learning how to play the game, even on a casual fun level. You're not gonna know what the hell you're doing. Makes it harder. You got to memorize everything, and I don't know,
man.
Yeah, that is just the cheating. All of it.
Let me ask you a question. I used to ask this question when I back in 2017 when I first started to hear about the strike packs, the Cronus Maxes, and connecting your mouse and keyboard to the console using the Wii controller and all of this and that. This was back in the Info Warfare days. I used to ask the guests, do you think it's cheating or is it evolution of the game? Devices that modify the way the gun, your controller reacts, or your connecting mouse and keyboard to the console using the third party device. Do you think it's cheating or you think it's evolution of the game using those type of devices like the strike pack and stuff like that?
So if it's altering your in-game performance, like your recoil pattern or your movement or things of that nature, or your fire rate, it's cheating. It always will be. There's no question about that. I think the reason why people are mad at that, the reason why people actually do that is because they complain about scuff controllers and Battle Beaver controllers, which, all right, I got to go back to Halo 2 because I used to play Claw, but you keep doing that and playing hard, playing Claw, well, you're going to have a problem with your hand later on in life. So these companies recognize that. They recognize esports was an upcoming business model and it was becoming popular. So they come out with these controllers that have buttons on the back that have a different functionality, which actually isn't a different functionality. You just assign a button so you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm actually, let me put it up on the screen for you.
Because that was another part of the question. That was going to be the second part of the question. Do you think scuff, Battle Beavers, and all of that are cheating, or is it that's just advancement in technology. But I remember back in the day on Infinite Warfare, I remember killing someone, jumping and shooting. I mean, you scuff jumping bastard, cheating.
Yeah, no, it's not cheating. No, you have a skill, you have income, you paid for something, so you don't have to. Let me show you. So you don't have to do this.
Right.
Does this look comfortable? And whoever sees this video, if you're going to sit here and troll, this ain't comfortable. Trying to play the game like this and use your pointer finger to hit buttons sideways, that's not fun.
I can't do it.
No, it makes your wrist lock up. I could do it, but that shit hurts. I'm not going to do that.
Arthritis.
Why would I do that?
Arthritis,
I have
bro.
2 buttons on the back.
For sure.
Like, come on, man. It's not cheating. I mean,
which one is that? Is that a cinch or?
No, that's the Battle Beaver.
Battle Beaver. Okay.
That's my favorite controller by far.
Damn. Okay. Bet.
Yeah. Not sponsored at all, but it's lightweight and the buttons like it's very responsive. Put it that way.
I use the PlayStation button. Yeah, the PlayStation button.
I got you.
Good old button. But so you don't feel like those are controller mods. What the other stuff is doing is modifying the way the game.
Modifying your in-game performance. Like an extra button just to have an extra button is not. It's going to allow you to do something, but you still have to do it. It's not altering your recoil. It's not making you run faster. It's not making your gun shoot faster.
Or slide cancel, automatic slide cancel.
Yeah, like what? And that's all. Don't even, we could go there. These knuckleheads who talk about, sliding should be removed from the game. Why? Because you can't do it? Because I got to talk about this. I did a whole 45-minute video on why movement is a huge part of gaming. Like every game that is popular and has been on the scene, especially competitively speaking, has movement in it and you have to do it. That's gratifying. It's rewarding when you figure out, I can do this and I can use this. Thing is, the way the society is today, it's like, I don't like it, so let's just get rid of it. Well, no, sucker. If you don't want to do it, then just shut the hell up and don't do it and be quiet, sit your ass in the corner.
For sure.
But don't talk about when somebody's better than you was doing it and can do it at will. No.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Infinite Warfare, BO3, guys were flying high on the wall, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, it pissed a lot of people off. Are you a boots on the ground or boots off the ground, or you like a hybrid? You like both? Because I love the movement system in BO3, and I love it in Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare for sure. That's probably my all-time favorite.
Honestly, I'd have to go with the jetpack because it adds an extra element where you're just not touchable by certain people.
Yeah.
You just can't. Like if you're sat in the corner, I said in the video, it's like you playing jetpack COD and you're camping. That's the equivalent of being at the party and being up on the wall and not getting on the dance floor. Like you're just missing out on all the fun, man.
Like, and you're about to get shitted on because
I mean my favorite boots COD probably is Black Ops 4 simply because of the movement. Like I can slide off ledges. It's an advantage. I can use it. It's fluid.
That movement was smooth, bro.
Yeah, and it's like I miss it. I hope they come out with a game somewhere down the line. Like if they have an accident and they drop one good Call of Duty the next 5 years, I'll come back just to compete on that, just to have a field day.
For sure. Salute the BO4. I love BO4, man. Round of applause. Salute the BO4.
Yes.
Let's get back into the patent real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Just a real quick pause offline. Man, I gotta leave at 6:50, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I apologize. Damn. All right. Let's get back into the patent.
Yeah.
Adjusted coefficients. Terminology like the adjusted coefficient. Can you break that down? What is that?
So the coefficient or the quote unquote or the parameters, I think that's what they called it. That's the hit box, your quote unquote accuracy, how accurate you have to be to hit a target, like your health, your weapon fire rate, the speed of a player, like your movement. That's the coefficient. And then the adjustment is, that's them. From what I got out of it was they're saying that they can change that.
Real time.
In real time, depending on how they want to do it or how the algorithm or the computer wants to do it. Yeah,
so that's another question. The adjusted coefficients, things of that nature.
Yeah.
the algorithm or the AI it's interpreting those variables, and before that match starts, it's already in that lobby, that particular lobby, waiting for you to adjust your behavior in that particular lobby.
So I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but what happens is, so in the second patent, it did say that that pre-match, while you're searching, a score is determined. So whatever that score, I don't know exactly what that score is, but it said there's a predetermined score. Man. And if you go outside of that or over top of that score, then that's when the problems kick in. Because I got to shout out one of my guys, Steph Glizzy. He's another one who's been just starting to talk about this stuff, but his gameplay proves the point. Like, literally, you could be on a 20 streak. You know, you're starting to get towards that nuke. Mm-hmm. My man, he has fiber internet. He's in a 12v12 game. He has fiber internet, one of the best internet you could get. He's on a 23 or 24 streak. He pops his war machine, and it's on Miami. All the people spawned on the beach. You got the VSAT or the harp up. And he's about to he's about to go ham. Nothing's going on. There's no internet disruption or no connection interrupted. He just kicked out the game.
Ah, shit. Is that the same guy that had the war machine and they spawned the guy? He had spawn protection. He ran out the fucking spawn and shot him.
My man. Yep.
Are those the adjusted coefficients that we're talking about now?
So I would say so, yes, but that also ties into the whole score thing. So they don't want you. This is why the match scores where everybody has the same damn like KD, like in between 1 point, or like everyone gets around a 1 KD basically.
Right.
Like they don't want people, because if I had it without this crap, I'd be getting 40 plus a game.
For sure.
Just without even really trying. That's just how I play the game. But they don't want that for whatever reason. They think that's gonna quote unquote make me turn the game off. Like
maybe turn you off.
Bored. Like, huh?
What? Nah, man. Listen, I always thought that they put all the stuff in there to protect the noobs and to make them feel more comfortable in their own little zone. We already talked about real life conditions. Real life conditions really, really bug me out because they're saying if it's snowing in your area, you're going to get snow maps like Crossroads or
yes.
What else? Snowing. Damn it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
That's wild, man. What is a resource camper? A resource camper.
I think that's exactly what we think it is. It's some idiot sitting in a damn corner, and they just try to call. So a camper is a quote unquote resource. Yeah, it's your bank account.
So you're saying that the resource camper, they're gonna cater to the resource camper?
That's what it said. It said they cater to certain play styles. They can cater to a certain weapon, which goes into the whole sniping thing. Oh, we're gonna, make the game easier for the snipers. So the predetermined match score is gonna, be adjusted to help out said sniper. Like, really? And that could be when they start hitting them shots that damn well they're not supposed to hit, but they hit them.
Sure.
And you sitting there wondering, like, bro, what am I playing? What am I looking at? Like, but yeah, it's tricky.
It's in there. It's in there, people. It's in there like ragu, man.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. I don't know how people deny it. Like,
so I've seen people give you your flowers, and I've seen people big you up and tell you thank you for your content and bringing this type of information to the light. I've seen the community really, really get behind you,
Yeah.
I've also seen videos and tweets and other things of on the contrary of actually saying that you're, I don't know, I don't want to say that they're saying that you're wrong, but they're saying that it's impossible for this patent or this algorithm or this AI to actually do this stuff in the game at the rate that this information says it's doing it. It's saying that this shit isn't real. It's impossible to do. What do you say to that? So it depends on the person. If they're just a dead on troll,
you roast them, kick them to the curb. But if it's people who have a bigger following than me, or if they've been around longer, or if they get invited out to Activision, or if they have experience in certain fields, like they should know that gaming is big business. Like I have to hold those guys accountable. Like these guys hire psychologists they hire psychologists, programmers, software engineers.
For sure.
Like this is not just
they're not fucking around. Yeah.
No. When they want to do something, they're going to get it done because they could just buy everything the hell out and they'll cut a bunch of fat checks and this shit will get done. Like the YouTuber Trakey, he did a video on it, and when he was talking about what I did, he took it a step further. He found the damn receipts. Like there's receipts for this stuff of the history of that first patent from 2017 up until now.
Yeah.
Talking about payments made, payments verified. Like, come on, man.
Fam, I seen one YouTuber say that the information from the patent is from 2019, so it's old. It's nothing new. I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm like, all right, you my mans and all, but what the fuck are you talking about? It's old. That's last year. That's this year's game, fam. At that point, I was like, all right, fam. Okay, I feel you. But just don't comment on, at all, fam. But I feel what you say. I seen people attack you. How do you? I don't want to say how you do deal with the hate, but of course you know what it is.
I mean, now it's just like
a part of the game. It's just like, yeah.
To be honest, now I'm to the point where I don't even give a damn anymore. Like, and I didn't really at first, but now it's like, look, if you're talking about it, that means someone else going to hear about it. Good for me. Right. Actually, not just good for me, good for all of us. Because the thing is, all these guys, like Exclusive Ace, keep saying, oh, if you can show proof, then I'll hop on board. But see, the funny thing about this quote unquote proof is, well, the proof you're asking for, damn well is technically probably illegal to do, meaning someone would have to rip the game apart. No, they want someone to be online and rip the code apart in real time, which if you do that online, Activision gonna be on your ass. Like I'm sure there's firewall after firewall after firewall. And there's people who could do that, but are they willing to do it? Well, I mean, if they keep it up, they might fucking do it. And then it'll be a real problem because then the game will be hacked and then they'll have a real problem on their hands. So whatever happens, honestly, it happens. And so be it, because Call of Duty, man, I think it's going to have to die out to be reborn into what it is supposed to be.
You know what?
Frankly,
you know what I thought? Well, so I heard about those guys leaving the studio, and they made Titanfall. Titanfall was okay, but I thought they were going to keep going. I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't know what happened to those guys. I quit following it. Like, what are they doing? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
What's crazy? The video I did today is all about them, and I'll say this: they're actually not together anymore, like super duper tight working together. They do keep in contact, but they're kind of like from the article that I did the video on, what it seems like is they're in I don't want to say limbo, but like they're kind of at a neutral point. Gotcha. So it's like nothing was ever really, like there was a whole court settlement. This is some big ass shit, and it's gonna be a long video, so hopefully it pops off and people see it. But
for sure.
Basically, Call of Duty is just sat there and it's a gold mine waiting to be struck. But to be honest, the person holding it back for real is the CEO, Bobby Kotick. He is, oh man. I mean, you want to talk about, basically Bobby Kotick, I don't know if you follow basketball at all?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Did you see The Last Dance, the documentary
about
the Bulls? Bobby Kotick is Jerry Krause of Call of Duty. Yes. Got you.
Okay, no said.
Bobby Kotick is Jerry freaking Krause, and
wow,
it's just sat there, and it's one of those things that, like, just people coming up, like me, I still want to play, so it's like, no, you're gonna have people knocking on the door, so something gonna have to give at some point. It's either gonna be y'all gonna fix this game, or like me, I played Halo. If Halo Infinite is good, I'm going to Halo. I'll enjoy Halo, and you know what, bump it, just be done with it. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate, but like I said, if COD got to die, that's what it is. And then maybe Maybe Bobby and not Bobby. Maybe Vince and Jason will regroup. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
2016, maybe 17. Infinite Warfare. That summer, it was a beta game. It's called Fortnite, right?
Oh man.
Do you think that them losing market share, because this is what a lot of this is about.
Yeah.
Them losing market share to Fortnite or sharing the market space with Fortnite, do you think that all of this that we're seeing and that's happening to the game, the things that are happening to the game, do you think that it has a relation to, does Fortnite have a effect on what we're seeing now?
100,000%. I honestly wish Fortnite never happened.
Right.
I wish it never happened. I wish the Battle Royale didn't exist because it's not competitive. Like, it's just not. Even the pros say it. Scump said it. It's not competitive. It's
leisure. It's really leisure, bro. Yeah.
My thing is, why not let leisure be leisure and let us 6v6, OG COD players have our thing. We're going to support you. We're going to praise your game. We're going to stream your game every day. I mean, we're going to talk great about it. We're going to go to tournaments. We're going to put money in your pocket and bring more attention to it. Like, what are you doing?
Because I'll tell you this. I love Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
I like Blackout, but I love Black Ops 4. If the multiplayer, Cold War multiplayer was the shit, I would not be playing Warzone. If Modern Warfare was actually the shit, in my opinion, the shit, the way I like my cards, which is similar to Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare, so on and so forth, I would not be playing Battle Royale the way I'm playing Battle Royale.
Of course not.
And
of course not.
Like it's leisure. It's relaxing at some points. And it's stressful as fuck sometimes because the same stuff that you're talking about in the patent happens in Warzone.
Yeah.
But so you risk Fortnite never happened.
I wish it never happened. I'm waiting for it to die out. I'm waiting for all these kids to stop getting gratification, which I think it is. They're gonna grow up. I mean, that's not a business model for long term. So it's gonna die off. Right. Like just milk it as much as you can. And I don't know. Like, my thing is, someone has to shift the culture. There has to be a change in this whole gaming culture where we say, okay, this is what actually brings fulfillment. I was a kid going to tournaments, meeting people, trying my hardest.
Yeah.
That brought so much joy. You get to go talk to the person. It's not just online. I mean, I didn't have online for a while. I mean, I grew up with Nintendo and shit. I mean, you know how that goes, but actually having to go do things like, there's nothing that beats that. Absolutely nothing. Those experiences that last a lifetime, and it's like they're trying to take the fulfillment out the game by taking the skill out the game. That's another thing. It eats away at my heart, man. That's why I get so passionate in these videos, because you're literally killing the essence of what makes the game the game. Like, back to Smash Brothers, the guy who made it, Sakurai, he knew about Wave Dash and he spoke on it before the game was released. And then 10 years later, he wanted to call the competitive community a cult. Like, really, bro?
Damn.
Are you mad that people are good at your game and you're not? Like, you could play your own game.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Damn.
What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why it's like they hate competition. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You would make so much more money, and it would be just like, I don't say just like pro sports because it's a toy, it's a game, but you'd have a similar culture. Like, you'd have your pros and then you'd have your casuals, your fans, wearing jerseys, paying money, going to stadiums. This is something I want to try to accomplish, like, for real. And it's possible,
Do you think, like, the content that you're putting out now, not the content, but the stance that you're taking with I don't want to say you're putting them on blast, but you're talking about, you're standing up for what you believe in and what you think about the game.
Yeah.
Like, talking about the patent calling them out on their bullshit. Let's go ahead and say what it is. You're calling them out on their on what you think is their bullshit and how it's affecting the end user. Do you feel like that's gonna? Do you feel like you're gonna get blackballed from achieving your goal as to being a pro player, or being scooped up by a team, or anything like that? Do you think stuff like this, or do you think that hurts your chances?
It's 100% on the table of it hurt my chances, but the thing is, I'm doing this for more than just the game itself. That's how I look at it, and it's always been that way. Like, I'm all about integrity and character. I don't care, like, as much as money is a thing. Like, I don't really, when it comes to certain things, I don't care about money. Right. I know that I can make money doing this, but this is validating a childhood goal. This is helping my friends out, making people realize that, no, you can accomplish things. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, it's a lot bigger than just me becoming a pro. And I think that's what, at some point, that message is going to hit the right person, because you'll see in the video upload today, like Jason and Vince, like I have a feeling I might meet these guys one day, because I think that they're similar. They are game developers, but their mindset is, it literally says, we just wanted to, Jason's, one of his quotes was, we just wanted to make kick-ass games. That's what he said. Amongst all the BS they had to go through, we just want to make kick-ass games.
Well, I think some of the developers, I don't think they have any, I don't think they have anything to do with what this patent, I think
oh no.
Like, they made a kick-ass game. The game looks good, sounds good. Yeah. If it wasn't for certain variables or coefficients, adjusted coefficients,
parameters.
Yeah. It would be a dope game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the maps on Modern Warfare, the doors and all that other crap, Modern Warfare still is okay, kind of, But anyway, I think they mission accomplished with making a dope looking sounding playable game. It's just the other stuff that's behind the wall that the people have a problem with. This is yeah.
I don't understand. Like, you literally changed that, you would have just praise. Like, but the thing is, after I did this video and looked up what I looked up, I'm going to look further into what I did tonight and probably revisit it.
Right.
I always go towards the psychological aspect of this whole thing, because people generally have the reason why people have a problem with me, because I'll look right in the camera, talk right into the microphone, and just tell it the way it is. Like, and I would do it in person too. Like on LAN, oh man, I would go up to people and talk flat out. I'll approach whoever. And it's because I do care about it. And I think that bothers people, because it's like a mirror, it's like, oh, they realize that, no, shit, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to talk about this. But then I'm just out here, video after freaking video, stream after stream, just not letting up. And that persistence, when you see someone who's that persistent, it bothers people. It triggers them. At a deeper level. And I think it's like I mentioned Jerry Krause, like, there's an envy to it. And no amount of money can fill that void. It don't matter how big of a baller you are, CEO, whatever car you drive, mansion, you're still not the player.
Right.
And that bothers that's the thing. That bothers the hell out of them.
Right.
Because they probably feel, I made the game and I get no credit.
Zero.
Even though they do get credit, but when you put the shit in the game, like, well,
they take that credit too, yeah. You got to get the credit, and you're going to get the blame,
Yeah. So
it comes and goes. Yeah. Damn. So did you expect the love after you when you put that second wave of videos out, did you expect the love that you were going to get?
No. I didn't know what the hell I expected, to tell you the truth. I just put it out because I wanted the game fixed. I didn't realize, that was literally my focus. I had no other focus. It kind of still is my focus. Right now it's, just building on what I already did. And like I'm gonna get back to really grinding this stuff out. Like I got my desk set up, and my setup is straight for the most part. I mean, graphics cards and price gouging scalping suckers are, alive. Other than that, I'm pretty much chilling.
Yeah.
It's just, all right, now I gotta do, like, one of the things I'm working on now is basically spoiler alert.
Let's go.
I'm trying to figure out where I should be streaming because
Yeah.
yo, man.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, what is Twitch doing? Like, yo, I don't even care. I'm gonna say it, bro. You can't be out here promoting what Twitch is promoting and be okay with who we are. You gotta be like
what is it? What is it? Because I'm thrown off by the same decision because I've grown my following on YouTube.
Yeah.
But Twitch looks good. The quality is banging.
Yep.
And it's streamer friendly.
Yep.
Now the information you're about to give it to me now, I don't know what's up.
See, Twitch, man, look, they literally can ban or will ban anybody for no reason whatsoever.
That's because, that's anything. We don't own these platforms, and it's not ours. They can kick us. They can boot us now, like anybody can. But I know what you're saying. They don't give you any explanation. They just like, you're out of here.
They're promoting, like, they over here banning words, like censor and stuff. Like, to me, that's just like, I can't support that. Like, even though I have guys who, and I'm probably going to tell people, you know what, man, look, I might turn on the restream just because I use the highlighter on Twitch if I want to download something, but like, I need to get the emotes and stuff and set up the whole membership thing on YouTube because it's like, if you guys want to support, I'd rather have a community over there for now. And I don't even agree with everything YouTube does. Like, YouTube deletes my comments. YouTube started deleting comments that had the clown emoji in it.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that. Yeah.
Like, really? So that means you're sitting here watching my channel and you're getting offended by the comments and you're sat there deleting them? Like, this leads into the next thing. We need our own platform. Let's just come out and say it.
Right.
And to me, that's, if I could get that, I'm going to work hard at it. I've kind of started to look into what that actually takes. It's not easy, but I've thought about taking my whole entire thing elsewhere and just telling people, yo, you come up over here.
Just come here. Because I don't think it's as hard as you think it would be. It's just creating a website and embedding. Well, damn, you have to. It's just creating the website, man. Yeah. I don't know. You can figure it out. Like certain people that's bigger in the game, like the murder, like the comment thing.
Yeah.
YouTube would not allow the murder show to comment on any of my videos. I don't know what the fuck it is. I texted him this morning. He said that it's because he using foul language in every one of my his comment. It's that he leave it on my video.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And I watch him every upload. I've been following him for I never subscribed, but I will always go to his stuff because he like.
I was like, and I went back to look, and I was like, okay, whatever, man. So, but YouTube or Twitch. I should.
Yeah, like.
Hey, it's
like torn, you know. Like I don't know, because I don't want to have people in two separate places, you know. Like that's just how I am, because I get more viewers on YouTube
for sure.
On live, like it's actually kind of absurd. I'm very grateful for that because my audience, I swear, is the best. But the amount of engagement I get when YouTube doesn't troll my shit is very high for my channel numbers, or like my subscriber count. For sure. So I might just tell everybody, look, man, we're just gonna go on YouTube like it is what it is, because which is, it has to come to a point where am I gonna support this platform by being on there? Like, I know it's good for what it's good for, but like at what point do you have to like draw the line, you know? That's just how it is in my mind. Yeah. Either decision, and it won't be a bad one. You know, it's either tomato, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the last questions that I have for you. Yeah. The love. The love from the community. Yeah. Do you want to give anybody a shout out for their support? Sure. Tell them thank you. It's a few. Number one, I mean, I gotta try to go in order. A guy named, I don't know if you know him, but a guy named Gilmore, he was the first one to shout me out ever. Gilmore. And he was smaller, Gilmourr. He's another one that people might not know. He's been doing it too. Just Modern Warfare. He blew up in Modern Warfare a little bit.
Okay.
He's got 3,000 something subs, maybe around 4,000.
Okay.
GG Reloaded. He another one. He responded to. He was one of the first ones when I tweeted out that video, like the calling out the COD community. He was the one. I saw him out there defending me against the nonsense. Like J God was saying, "Oh, it's PVE," and then he was saying that there's nothing that you said that's conclusive either. Like
what is PVE?
Player versus environment, basically single player. And J God was trying to say, and people were trying to say, well, the patent's talking about player versus environment, aka single player. Why would that be? That's not where these guys make their money.
What? So you talking about campaign? What the fuck?
Yes, and single player games like RPGs and shit like that.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay then.
Yeah, wow. Man. Like, it's a GG Reloaded. You got 8 Thoughts. He made a video on it. He shouted me out. Exo Ghost has been talking to me. Like, we go back and forth pretty much every day. And he's like, these are bigger channels. Even Thunder shouted me out. And Murder Show as well. I don't know if he shouted me out, but he did a video on the patent and stuff. So
yeah, he did.
Guys saw it. Like, it's a start. I mean, you got Jay Bowen, you got Trakey. There's a lot of people that talked about it. But this is the type of thing it's going to be uncomfortable to deal with. So, like, it's not just a one and done thing. You gotta stay on top of it, or else
keep it pushing.
It's gonna die down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my focus right now, and I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I mean,
yeah. Salute to those guys, man. To the support, man.
And you too, having me here,
man.
Seriously, man.
Nah, man. Appreciate it, man. I had to come and tap in with the source of the revolution. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
WyySoSirius? A couple more questions, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
WyySoSirius? Where did that gamer tag come from? Is that the gamer tag, or is that just?
Nah, that's the gamer tag. It's funny.
Okay.
It's obviously it's from the Batman, the Joker line.
Right.
But my actual name is Sirius, and people always give me so much shit about, like, you take things too serious, you take things too personal. But it's like, nah, I just give a shit about what I give a shit about. This just happens to be one of them. So that was kind of like something I just threw up, and it stuck.
So so first name is Sirius, or is it the last?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm named after the star. I don't know if you're familiar with that. There's an actual star, and it's a constellation. That's what I'm named after.
Ah, okay. Okay, salute to that, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, man. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about I just want to get top 3 Call of Duties, man, of all time.
Oh boy, this is tough. I get this a lot. Oh, I probably have to go. It's hard to say in what particular order, but I'll just put them 1A, 1B, and 1C, to be honest.
Okay.
I do Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2,
okay,
and probably Black Ops 4. With all the jetpacks is a close tier beneath.
Hell yeah.
Those just, like, I don't even know. It's just like, if I can get a game like that, that's the type of joy I got from those 3 games.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if I was somehow filthy freaking rich and I had $25 million to buy a franchise spot, if a game came out like that, I would buy a franchise spot just to compete on those games, because I know what could happen. Like, that's the type of joy and, like, I guess, confidence I have when there's a game that plays the way that those games play.
Greatness.
I would put dudes up in the apartments. I would do it all.
Yeah.
Get on and play this with me, and let's get the trophy, man. Because it's like it's a vengeance at this point.
Right. Great list, man. Great list. Salute to that list.
Yep.
Any clan affiliations, team affiliations?
So I'm not gonna say
or aspirations.
Well, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's gonna happen this year. I just have to get it. I gotta get it taken care of so no one can take it away from me. So I'm very serious about that. That's actually what's today's date, the 14th. I'm gonna start probably seriously putting time into that within the next week or so. So you can expect something pretty large when I can get it done. But no thanks to this damn pandemic, it's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna have something, and it's gonna be for everybody. We'll see who wants to bite on it. I think people are really gonna rock with it. Especially now that they showed all this love. I think they're really gonna mess with it for real.
You mean creating your own team, or you mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what you. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's definitely on the horizon. Yeah. That's the honest to God, that's the hardest thing I have to do right now, because that's a whole nother, like, I have to look into a lot of different things and business things that I have no experience with.
Right.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't know. Like, this is not easy.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it, but it's like just the learning curve, the PC, the equipment, the microphone I'm talking into, the arm I bought, the webcam, the internet, like,
for sure,
desk, and like it's learning audio. Like, I got an audio interface right here. Like, all this stuff, people don't know, man. There's a lot that goes into it.
It sure is. It sure is, man.
It's not just something you pick up and do. But
and the technology changes every year. I've been doing it since 2016, 2017.
Oh, man. It is a headache.
I think we have the same mic also. Yeah, we have the same mic, man.
You got the Rode Pod mic?
Yeah, man. Let me take this joint off.
Yeah.
This windshield. Yeah. But
yeah, I had the what I have? I had the blue
Yeti.
Blue Ember.
Oh.
It's XLR by Blue. I have the Blue Yeti. I got the silver one, the original one. I've had that. That was the first mic I ever bought.
Okay.
And that's what I was using for a while. But yeah, I got the Rode Pod mic now. I returned the Blue Ember because I realized this was also $100. I was like, bro, this thing it's like a radio voice.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been saving the cash for the damn GPU, so I didn't go with the what's the one that everybody uses? What's it called? The Shure SM7B or something like this. Is like it was like $400, but this is like the
right.
Like the mic, and you don't have this.
Yeah, that's Sure. That's some shit they using on the Hot 97 in the Breakfast Club, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
I was looking at that too.
Let me just get me a little pod mic with the arm. I'm straight. You know, this thing is beautiful. I love the way it looks aesthetically.
No doubt.
But I tell you what, now we on here, bro. We gotta stay in touch, because if we find any GPUs, please let me know.
Definitely gonna let you know. Definitely gonna let you know, man. Anything that we missed, man. Socials. Shout out your socials. Let people know where to find you.
Oh man, so it's pretty much WyySoSirius everywhere. WYYSOSIRIUS on YouTube.
For sure.
On Twitch and Twitter. That's what I got right now.
Okay. That's right,
man.
And
I'll be streaming pretty much every day somewhere. Probably on both sites.
Okay. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Salute to that, man. WyySoSirius, man. And you can find the COD Show on YouTube, COD Show Podcast on Twitch. You can find the COD Show Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Just search it, man. Anything that we missed, anything that we didn't cover?
I'm trying to think. I think we hit every nail on the head for the most part. I mean, at some point in the future, like I said, there's things that I didn't bring up today that I want to, because it'll make the connection with the community even deeper. So they'll really start to know, like, oh wow, this is who this guy is. Because people still don't really know like who I am.
Right.
All the way at the core. They don't know my story, man.
Yeah.
And it's just I think I'm a pretty darn good storyteller. I can kind of I want to say capture or captivate an audience, but
for sure.
I'm not telling. It's not a fake story. It's not fiction. Like, this is actually me. And when I can do that, and I'm comfortable enough to share all the information, I think that'll set it off. And I think that will be what will be the make for the my brand and my chances of being pro, because pro gaming, like, it's in its infancy. It need a culture shift like that.
Yo, before the pandemic, it was about to explode, dude.
I know.
Oh man.
Yes. So I'm gonna be busting my ass, because I know that like, if this works out, I could be set for life. And then to be honest, I want to do it and probably put it to rest. Like, I would own the team and things of that nature, but there's other areas of life that I'm really heavily invested as well. I just like, this is a childhood goal. I got to knock it out so I don't have that regret. And like I said, I graduated last year. I have a degree in physical education, basically / exercise science. So I'm very deep into fitness, about wellness, just being your best, you know, like making people's lives better for real. I haven't really touched on that in a long time, but I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time because it's just too much to do. It's only 24 hours in a day. I got to sleep for 7 to 8. So I got to go to work and I got to make the most of my time. So
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Before we close it out, man, I just want to debunk all of the, I don't want to say
the debunkers.
Yeah. I just want to debunk like I want to call it a cloud. What's the word for? I want you to, you know, I'm reading the comments in the the tweets and things of that nature, and some people are could paint a picture of you being negative. I want to debunk that right here and now. Give me 3 things that you like about Cold War.
Actually, that's not even that hard to do.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Cold War, I will say, when it works the way it's supposed to, I actually enjoy the movement. Now, they need to stop screwing around, increase the jump height. Stop putting iron boots from Ocarina of Time on my character. It doesn't make sense that in the back of Miami on the white base out by the beach, where you can go around the back and you can mantle damn near 10 feet in the air, but I can't jump on a 2-foot like object. Like, is my soldier busted? Like, come on, that don't make no logical sense. So when the movement works the way it's supposed to, I can mess with it, but it needs to increase the jump height.
Wait. You're going negative. Positive only. Positive.
So I'll say I mess with the movement because there's a lot of variables to it. You can slide and cancel different ways. There's things you could do that they added that I see what they're doing, but you know, I'll leave it at that. Number 2, it's like I got number 2. Damn, this is harder than I thought. Mr. Sirius is so negative. I will say when the gunfights, when they work, they're somewhat satisfying. You can kind of do well. Man, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. You're right. Maybe I'm too damn negative. I'm too critical. But hey, I'm sorry. I played Black Ops 4. Like, I know what it's like in Black Ops 2. I know what it's like to have an assault rifle and have strafe speed, you know?
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
Like, you need that in the game to make it fun.
Right.
Damn. This is tough. Because I can't say the maps, because the maps are from old games, so that don't count. Oh, I know. I like the menu music. I can tell you that.
The menu music. There we go.
I like the menu music.
3 positive.
Yes. There you go.
Things that WyySoSirius likes about Cold War.
Man. Nah, I'm not negative. I just want things I'm just honest. It's really not positive or negative. I'm just calling it how I see it. I just want it to be improved for everybody, you know? For sure.
That's all. Man, this was great, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Hey, thanks for hitting me up. Thanks for having me. I seen you in the comments, bro. It started getting there's too many. I just had to skim through them when I'm editing or uploading, and hopefully I see somebody. That's literally how it goes.
I know, man. I wish I had that problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about, man.
Maybe this one, you going to upload, when you think you have this up, tomorrow? Probably?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stream this. I'm going to premiere it live on YouTube tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah,
tomorrow at 8, 9, maybe 9.
In the morning?
9 p.m. I'm going to try to have the audio up daytime. Yeah. Audio first, YouTube premiere.
Yeah.
In its full entirety, which is probably looks like it's going to be 2 hours now. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nah, this was a good one. We'll definitely do it again. As a matter of fact, actually, it's cool. I ask you when we turn it off. Yeah,
man. As things evolve, man, in the future, I'll definitely like to have you back on the show, man. Your personality is made for the tube. You know what I'm saying? You're good dude. You know.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, for real.
I appreciate you coming on the COD Show podcast, man. I hadn't done a show in a few months, or had a sit-down interview in a few months. We back, baby. We back. WyySoSirius.
Yes, sir.
A part of the COD Show alumni, the COD Show family, man. We out here. Thank you for coming on the show. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's your guy Diddy Onasis. WyySoSirius. You know how we do it. Live life, show love, be great, and always keep the kill feed lit. We out of here, man. Peace, 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 peace. Kill 'em.
Catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Yo, that was sweet. That was great, man.
Yes.
Appreciate it, man.
Anytime, man. I was going to tell you, as a matter of fact,